Hello. So today I'm going to be doing another one of my favorite album covers, and something I can't remember if I mentioned in the first one that not all of these are going to be collage art, and this one isn't. And for the packaging for this, for the second one I'm choosing the Holy Bible by the Manic Preachers, which is again one of my favorite albums. And I don't know where my actual original CD for this is, so I'm choosing my 10th anniversary edition. And so one thing I like about it is, quite apart from the actual artwork, I like the aesthetic of what they've done, how clean it is, and how this looks. I'm not really usually quite minimalist, but this I very much like. I especially like the reversed art, done Soviet style almost. Um, and so when I did that digital collage art magazine, cultural dissection, I actually did a cover that was actually front cover that was actually done in this style, with a very clean white background, a small image near the bottom, and the lettering kind of like this, and the all the contributors were listed in smaller text at the bottom of here. So like I said, this is the 10th anniversary edition. Um, so I bought this in the original version in 1994. Now the first thing you see is the cover art, which is a triptych painting by an artist called Jenny Saville, and it's called Strategy South Face North Face. Sorry, not South Face, Front Face, North Face. And what I've read is she agreed to the use of it being on here after a conversation with who was at the time one of their major songwriters, Richie Edwards. And he spoke to the artist Jenny Saville about the album, and talked about each and every song and described them all, and she agreed to it. And she also then years later had one of her paintings on the cover of another of their albums, which was Journal for Plague Lovers, which I believe is the album that has some of the lyrics that Richie left behind before he disappeared. Some of the ones, not the ones that already started used, were just literally lyrics, not because some of the songs on the next album after this were co-written with Richie, but they're already in the process of having music put down for them at that point. So they're nothing from what's called the Rymans folder. Um, so anyway, so yeah, we've got this, and I like the whole thing of having the original one. So you take that slip off, and this is what the original cover looked like. And you had this slightly unusual idea of having all the songs listed on the front cover. This is where I got the idea of doing all the contributors for the magazine on there, and on the back. On the back, I'm saying the back now because This is how I saw the album as I bought it. In fact, I remember they put out a full double page advert in the music press. It would either be the Melody Maker or the Enemy, or maybe both. Of basically, it was that image and the lyrics to all the songs underneath it. Obviously, some blacked out because there was some swearing. Or changed. I cannot remember. I don't have that anymore because I should have kept it for prosperity. But for me, when I was 19 years old, that was a good poster. Um, so two things that hit me is I like this idea of having the band there, the fake halos put on, and whatever these are. I don't know who did this, but this was around the time they were using in their army surplus phase. Um, but the thing that really struck me is this quote here, and I've used it for a poster as well, which I made a piece of artwork to go with it. Um, and it really struck me. This is a line from a book by a French writer, 19th century French writer called Octave Mirbeau, called The Torture Garden. It's because of this quote I actually have a copy of this book. I don't know how you can get it now. I bought it through AK Press. Um, and I thought this quote actually sometimes certainly summed me up then. It certainly still sums me up quite a lot bit now. And I'll read it actually. It says, "You're obliged to pretend respect for people and institutions you think absurd. You live detached in a attached in a cowardly fashion to moral and social conventions you despise, condemn, and know lack all foundation. It is that permanent contradiction between your ideas and desires and the dead formalities and vain pretences of your civilization which makes you sad, troubled, and unbalanced. In that intolerable conflict, you lose all joy of life and all feeling of personality, because at every moment they suppress and restrain you and check the free play of your powers. That is the poisoned wound of the civilized world, poisoned and mortal wound of the civilized world. And so that quote struck me, and that stuck with me through all that time. So here now you have here inside, you have, and these parts that's nothing to do with the original album. These are actually to do with the this 10th anniversary bits, because that's from the cover for the single "See She's Suffering." I think that's from Revol. Yeah, that comes from the Faster PCP CD single. And here we go, and we have some these lyric books. And these are from like music videos, and you've got great little. These weren't in the these weren't in the original. These have come since, but you've got these great little inserts. I think maybe some of these pictures might have been in the original. Some of this I can't remember really. So, let's see the other side. So you've got information booklet talking about the actual album. Yeah, so I think I remember this from the Revol one. I can't remember. I think so. I'm not sure. They were going for a kind of communist chic at the time, and this actually came about from the fact that had Richie not disappeared, the first track from this album, Yes, was going to be was planned to be a single, and this was going to be the cover for that. So, which is an interesting choice of cover, considering the subject matter of it and all the swearing. But I mean, short single even for the subject matter and swearing, but they were getting away with that kind of stuff at the time. I'm sure they'd have put out a bleeped out or slightly re-recorded vocals version of it. I don't know. We'll never know. Or I don't know, made a radio edit or just not. So yeah, I really like this. I mean, I've because it helps. I'm a fan of the band. I mean, a lot of these vast majority of these ones are going to be records that I actually like as well musically. That's why so far it's all stuff in my collection. I haven't really thought of anything that's from a record that I don't actually like. In this one, I could have done a digital one, and video on the computer, but this one I felt like I wanted to do the actual physical copy of what I have. So let me know what you like, whether you like this particular album cover in my assessment of it. Cause it's one of my favourite albums of all time as well. Which is again, this is one of these ones where it's a good marriage of the music and the cover art, which is something I think really came about. It came about earliest I can think of is some of the records covers you'd find from the house, the graphic design company Hypnosis would do ones that would work, and that's very much along with how Pink Floyd liked things. They would like to have record covers that were very much tied in very well with the music. And I have my theory that punk was the first musical genre which really weaponized the album cover, and this is how it got me into this kind of thing as well. So let me know what you think, and like, share, and subscribe. The description has my link tree, which has my merch links on my socials. There should be a shop link attached to my store. It's my YouTube channel now, which I'm very grateful for. So check all that out, and I shall hear from you soon. Thank you.